Hello everyone, and welcome to my Bold and Beautiful Today channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Douglas and Thomas Paris kidnapping, Sheila's final vengeance? The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers reveal that Thomas Forrester is leaving the country and wants to take Douglas Forrester with him. Coming on The Bold and the Beautiful while in Paris, could Hope Logan suddenly stop hearing from Douglas? Is there a chance that they don't vanish, but are abducted by a still-alive Sheila Carter? Forrester Finnegan sends B&B spoilers reveal that Sheila's last words were that she was going to educate Steffi assignment. Also, Sheila broke into Steffi's home. Steffi picked Sheila, and she was declared dead at the scene. While Steffi insists that it was toned defense, there's commodity undetermined about Sheila's death. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers Douglas and Thomas Paris kidnapping, Sheila's final vengeance? Sheila Carter's scheme, some suckers are induced that Sheila is really alive. Especially since Deacon Sharp only checked Sheila's face post-mortem examination, not her toes. With all the jokes Deacon has made about Sheila's toes during their love, as well as knowing about the toe amputation, it's intriguing he didn't bother looking at the dead woman's bases. Douglas Forrester's dilemma, The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers reveal that Thomas took Steffi's advice. Thomas ended his dynamic with Hope and quit working on the fashion line. Thomas also informed Hope that he was leaving Los Angeles, most likely headed to Paris. Forrester Creations has a division in Paris, so Thomas would still have a job, just not on HFTF. Thomas and Hope are going to tell Douglas the news. Thomas wants to take Douglas to Paris with him. In the history, Hope has principally let Douglas make his own opinions. So, it would be just like Thomas and Hope to let Douglas decide who to live with. B&B spoilers, Sheila Carter's hostages? Still, could they suddenly vanish? Grounded on Thomas' heartache, it might be assumed that he's just lying low and trying to heal, if Thomas and Douglas really do go to Paris. Still, what if there's a more portentous reason? Could Sheila still be alive and commit one final crime? Will Sheila hold Douglas and Thomas hostage? It just might be Sheila's final act of vengeance against Steffi. Wouldn't it be a twist if it were Hope that saved Thomas and Douglas' lives, especially since their being in Paris is Steffi's fault to begin with? There are a lot of different directions this plot can go in, so stay tuned. Selfish Hope is now gaslighting Steffi. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers say that she's the last person who should be pointing any fritters. It seems like Hope is acting rather selfish and gaslighting Steffi into allowing that she's the one who broke up her relationship with Thomas Forrester. But verity be told, it was Hope who did all the damage on her own. Keep reading below for everything you need to know. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers selfish Hope is now gaslighting Steffi. During the rearmost occasion of The Bold and the Beautiful, Hope told her mama Brooke that she has felt abandoned. She also said that she was worried that she couldn't say yes to Thomas Forrester's offer, but at the same time, she doesn't feel like she's ready for marriage. What's more, she also criticized Steffi for Thomas making the decision that he made. She thinks that Steffi has poisoned her family against her. Of course, numerous The Bold and the Beautiful suckers sure did have a lot to say about the matter on social media. Some indeed reflected with, "I started watching this occasion. When Thomas told Steffi he ended effects with Hope and Steffi scowled, I knew I had to turn it off incontinently or I'd start to rage. I am ready for Hope and Finn's affair now, along with, there's nothing better than a woman scorned especially in a cleaner where she'll surely scheme vengeance." The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers, what's next for Hope Logan? Another critic wrote, "I'm prognosticating Hope will scheme to get Finn or it'll just be. I suppose Finn, still reeling from his favorite steak cutter being plunged into his birth mama, crazy Sheila, by his woman Steffi. I can guarantee Steffi will bewail over Tom jilting Hopeless. But I don't suppose Finn will be happy how vengeful his woman is and will offer support to Hopeless, indeed though he doesn't like Thomas. It goes without saying that The Bold and the Beautiful suckers will simply have to tune in to find out what will be next. The Bold and the Beautiful charade weekdays on the CBS network. Check your original rosters for times. Tell us, what do you suppose about this story? Steffi's brain excrescence, Sheila and Hope's role in delusional storyline? The bold and the beautiful spoilers reveal that Steffi Forrester Finnegan is going too far. Steffi is dispatching Thomas Forrester to Paris. Steffi indeed gasconaded about making sure Hope Logan suffers, which had Ridge Forrester spinning his head in unbelief. Steffi loves her family, but could there be another explanation for her over-the-top jest? Steffi Forrester Finnegan's concerned morning B&B spoilers reveal that when Hope and Thomas first started seeing each other, Steffi was concerned. It was an accessible concern on both sides. Hope demanded to make sure that Thomas' changes were real, and she wasn't being manipulated into a love. For Thomas, he was willing to take Hope any way he got her, indeed if had to lie to himself about it. Steffi was bothered that Hope was leading Thomas along. Steffi expressed her enterprises about Hope causing Thomas' downfall, indeed if it wasn't purposeful. B&B spoilers: Thomas Forrester shipped off once Hope rejected 2 of Thomas' marriage proffers. He ended up taking Steffi's advice. Steffi pushed Thomas to break up with Hope. Now, considering the history and dynamics, that was to be anticipated. Still, suckers reeled over Steffi pushing Thomas to leave the country. A bit extreme to get over a heartache. Ridge Forrester's head spins. The bold and the beautiful spoilers reveal that Steffi put the Forrester spurt on buttress for Thomas. Still, Steffi acted like this was a big secret when Ridge and Brooke Logan came into the office. Steffi typically wouldn't bother to keep commodity like this a secret, especially from her own father. Also, Steffi declared she wanted Hope to be agonized. Ridge's head spun hectically after hearkening to his son. Ridge allowed that Steffi's intentions were to cover Thomas, not to hurt Hope. Ridge tried to do damage control in front of Brooke, but Steffi declared she meant every word. Brain excrescence explanation? It seems like indeed Ridge is thwarted by Steffi's response to Thomas and Hope's situation. With Steffi also keeping secrets, could there be a medical explanation? Is Steffi angry at Hope because of a daydream? Maybe Steffi sees Hope betraying Thomas, just as she saw Sheila Carter break into her home. Sheila's death seems undetermined, so we're laying that there's a big twist coming up. Could that twist be Steffi having a brain excrescence? A keepsake for Sheila and a family feud? Tune in to find out about all the drama passing in Los Angeles. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers daily update for April 1st to 5th tease that the week ahead is full of a keepsake for Sheila and a serious family feud. Tune in coming week so you can catch all of the action in Los Angeles. Thomas told Ridge about how blindsided he felt by Hope turning down his offer. Steffi told Hope how selfish she was for turning down Thomas, and Hope defended herself. Tuesday, March 26th, occasion 9236. Ridge demanded answers from Hope, but Brooke defended her. Meanwhile, Steffi worked her hardest to move Thomas to take Douglas and leave for Paris. See our print recap then. Brooke got into it with Steffi over Hope and Thomas's problems. Away, Thomas told Hope that he was taking Douglas and going to Paris, despite Hope averring she wanted to stay together. Thomas and Hope told Douglas that he was going with Thomas to Paris, and Douglas told Hope his real mama was dead. In the end, he tearfully hugged Hope farewell. Steffi was thrilled with her palm in satisfying Thomas to leave city. Steffi and Hope's feud escalated as the two indicted each other of doing terrible effects. Zend asked Luna if there was a possibility of a future for them.